This is John with Central Classic Cars. Today we have a really special car for you. It's a 1979 Volkswagen Beetle with 8,000 original miles on it. I have all sorts of documentation that I want to go through with you today about this car, and we're really excited to show it to you. At Central Classic Cars, all of our cars go through a full mechanical inspection from an expert VW mechanic. We just got this car in. I haven't taken it over there yet, but I wanted to give everybody a look. It's an absolutely magnificent car. I have some documentation I'd like to show you. This is a handwritten letter from the previous owner of the car explaining her ownership history, as well as the number of service records that she gave me with the vehicle. The car also has the original window sticker, which is interesting. It has all the original features that came with the car, as well as the price and all sorts of other interesting pieces of information. All of this will come with the car, and it just shows the detailed importance of documentation on collectibles like this. This is a collectible piece that somebody's going to have for their garage, and we're excited to show it to you. I'm going to go through all the pieces to this car. We'll start with the body, and I want to show you all the originality that I see in the car. As you look at the windshield, for example, the original German insignias is listed right on the windshield. You can see patina all over this car. The chrome has some wear in it, but it's all original. As you look at the paint on the car, I see no signs of a repaint at all. There are a few dings that are minor dings in the door that we're going to leave original. We're not going to make any, overpaint this car and try to do anything to it. We want to keep it as original as possible because it's in such beautiful shape. As you look at the wheels, also, again, there is some patina, but they are generally in very good condition. This car has less than 8,000 miles on it. So as we continue to move around to the back of the car, I'll show you. Again, the example of this paint, I don't see any signs of paint work done to it. I see no signs of overspray whatsoever. I've looked at enough of these cars to know the difference between that. So as we look towards the engine, everything also here looks original. As I said previously, we haven't gone through and mechanically inspected it yet. We're going to do that. Anything that needs to be updated will be updated. Belts or plugs or anything like that we'll make sure to take care of. But you look at these seals. These rubber seals are in very solid condition. The chrome bumpers, I don't see any signs of an accident on this car whatsoever. There are some scratches and things like that, but it's such an original car. It's really beautiful. As we move to the passenger side of the vehicle, I again want to show the paint. There are a few minor dings in the doors. There is the same obvious wear that you see on the rims, but it presents very well. As we move towards the front fender here, again, all these trim pieces, all the chrome work is very solid. The entire body of the car, as you look closer, I don't see any signs whatsoever of this car having any sort of body work done to it. It appears to be what is an original 8,000 mile car. As we open up this front trunk here, you will see how well this is laid out. It still has the washer fluid tube. All the lines are still in the right places. I've had a lot of cars that we've bought where this stuff is all laying out and sitting here disconnected and improperly. I'll also take this out and show you underneath. This is a spot in this car that is known to rust out and be completely need to be replaced. But in this car, everything is organized, very clean, and in the shape that you would think of an 8,000 mile car would be. The interior on this car is immaculate. It appears to me to be all original. The seats look like they've barely ever been sat in. As you look at the dash on this car, they're always known to have sun fade and things like that. It appears to me that this car sat in a garage for a very long period of time, and I see no signs of sun fade whatsoever. The clock works, which is very rare for a car like this. The horn works. The radio works very well. The seats, as well as the floor, are extremely solid. When you look at the fuses, everything is in exquisite shape. As we look towards the back of the car, the rear seat is in just as good of condition as the front seats are. The seat belts, all the stitching on the seat belts are in wonderful shape. The headliner on this car is in immaculate condition. It is delaminated from the top, or where the seam meets the top. It goes up and down properly. We're not going to make any adjustments to it because we don't want to have stitching done on an all original car like this. It functions properly. We want to keep this car as original as we possibly can based on what we're seeing here. So the interior on this car, I don't think it gets much better than this. Now that we've got the car on the lift, we'll take you underneath and show you what it looks like. This car is absolutely magnificent. It's a time capsule. It really is. The exhaust appears to be original to me. Everything underneath here, the oil seals properly. It has rear drum brakes and front drums that have not been modified. Everything about this suspension to me looks very original. All the hoses, everything, all those pieces do not look like they've been tampered with whatsoever. Onto the floor pans. I don't think the floor pans on any Bug that I've ever showcased are as nice as these. These are absolutely magnificent. It's got the original coating on it from when it was manufactured to begin with. All of this structurally is extremely sound. Very, very good condition. As we move to the front, you've got drums in the front as well. As I mentioned before, all the parts, all the screws, all the bolts, everything appears to be original to me, in very, very good condition. And again, here's the driver's side underneath, looking at the drums and the shocks here. As we move to the very front, under here, all this is very solid. There are some minor surface rust spots underneath the car in a number of different places, but this isn't a car that I don't want to mess with. I don't want to alter at all because of the quality and condition of where the car is today. Now that we've looked underneath, I want to give you kind of a profile view of the fenders and the exterior portions of the car. There are certainly sections of rust on pieces of the fender and in the front and the back of the fenders, but overall the condition of this and the originality, I think, speaks for itself. As we move along the side of the car, you can see along the main heater channels that everything is very solid. Right underneath the step side here, as we look at the rear passenger side fender, it still has original undercoating in there. The wheels, the tires, everything just line up perfectly on this car. Now that I've shown you the car, we're going to take it outside and take it for a spin. Now that we've got the car outside, we're going to take it around and let you hear the motor run. It shifts extremely smoothly. The suspension is in very good condition. We've got the top down. It's just, I've driven quite a few of these. This car is right up there with the best of any of them that I've driven. As I mentioned before, the clock still works in this car, which is not common. Speedometer, radio, all those things. These cars don't have power steering, but they've got these the wider diameter steering wheel to give you a little bit more leverage. This is truly a collectible car. If you're looking for something that is absolutely immaculate and has all the originality to it, this is the car for you. Thanks for watching today's video. If you've made it this far in the video, I have a surprise for you. We've got 2 immaculate VW buses that are going to be coming in very soon that we're going to be showcasing. These cars are unreplaceable. There's going to be nothing like them, and we're going to be showcasing them very, very soon. We're excited to show them to you. Thanks again for watching today's video. I'm John Michalak with Central Classic Cars. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for those videos about those buses, as well as some of the other cars that we have in our inventory.